2:15:09. There's a verse I'd like to share with you to get us started off. It's verse 22. And this is how it reads. When Jesus saw suckling infants, he said to his students, "These suckling infants are from the One. Being like them is the way to enter heaven." They asked Jesus, "If we are innocent like children, can we enter heaven?" Jesus said, "You must reconcile the two, becoming the one again. You must make the inside like the outside, and the outside like the inside. You must make the above like the below. You must make the male and female one and the same. You must make the male not be only male, and the female not only female. There will come a time when you are able to craft an eye to replace an eye, and a hand to replace a hand, and a foot to replace a foot, and rebuild a likeness in place of a likeness. Then you will enter the kingdom." Now in this, the kingdom is heaven. The reference to the eyes and feet and hands being replaced, I believe, is referring to our time. And they are prosthetic limbs that are now being replaced, that some of them are even better than the original. They're working on it. Then there was the likeness to replace a likeness. Now this one was kind of funny because plastic surgery's been around for 25, 30 years, but recently they have been transplanting faces. Now this may sound really ghoulish, but people who have been mangled or a birth defect or a cancer that has removed most of their facial features can become an outcast in society. They can't do any of the normal things that people do in the outside world because people are scared. They're scared of anything that doesn't look right. And someone who has lost a great deal of their face fall into that category. And it's not their fault. These doctors have tried and apparently have had some pretty good success in connecting nerves and blood vessels, and these people are maybe not looking like they did before, but they have the structure underneath the skin, they have the muscles, and they have the skin. They have a face again. So even though they may not look like a supermodel, they are acceptable in society again, which gives them the acceptance they need to heal. And I wish them all the luck in the world. It's a marvel that the scripture, Reconciler Gospel of Thomas, talks about these things 2,000 years ago. Neither of these kinds of things, prosthetics or face transplants, were even on the table as being considered. That would have been not science fiction, but that would have been something God did. Well, we're doing it. But this indicates that this is a time marker, that this is when heaven will be revealed to us. Now, in the Church of Thomas, we have two different ways of thinking of heaven. One of them is it's a place, and the second is it's a state of mind. There are several verses that talk about heaven and hell and the earth all being laid out in the same places. So where I am standing is heaven, hell, and the world, the universe. So it is what we are tapping into, the way that we are relating to our world, that determines whether we are in hell, because we accept the bad in our life as being normal and our due, or we reach for something higher. We see the beauty and joy and wonder in the world, and we glimpse a tiny bit of what heaven could be like. we live in the mundane and basically don't think about anything. I think that it is important to achieve heaven now so that we will recognize it more clearly when we get there. God bless the whole world, no exceptions. Angela Lives.